Hello guys, good night and welcome back to another edition of Build Kit Review. This time I'm going to be showing you the 56 Ford Fairlane Victoria that was supposed to be a commission build that I was going to do for a customer that is also my cousin. I'm not much into doing commission builds, but I agreed on doing this one. Well, things kind of didn't work as they were supposed to, because to be honest, I didn't complete the build as he wanted. So I'm now the happy owner of this 56 Ford. He wanted originally a traditional car, but he changed his mind and wanted me to build something I didn't feel comfortable. He wanted me to build a car with some Pegasus wheels, huge Pegasus wheels with those tiny rubber bands around, making its way as tires that people nowadays seems to like, and I really hate. And he also wanted a big block FE engine on the car, and bucket seats and console, and he wanted a color keyed chrome. Basically he wanted a modern resto rod or something like that, and I just couldn't do that. Since I had already sanded the side trim off, I decided to build this car as a period stoplight warrior, let's say. It's a stock 56 Ford Fairlane Victoria that someone bought in the 50s and deleted the side trim to make it more of a sleeper, and deleted the front emblem on the hood, kept all the interior, the original interior, and ordered the E-Code dual quad Y-block 312 cubic inches V8. That with some twinkering here and some messaging there was able to produce in the neighborhood of 270 horsepower. That for 1956 was quite good. And this car would have been a real fun ride back in the day. So my build represents what would be this car if the owner today had it completely frame off, restored to look like new. And that was the general idea. So it's the AMT kit. I think all you guys know it. This is the latest reissue by Round 2, and it's a nice kit. Has good detail, has opening doors from the factory, and comes with some cool pie crust cheaters leaks that I think to be really nice, and comes with the option of the dual quad V8. What I think is quite cool even though the air cleaner is not the correct one, is not the stock air cleaner for this car. Let me adjust the light here. It's not the factory correct air cleaner for the dual quad 56 Ford. Is more of an aftermarket Pro-Laser air cleaner, but I think this added to the model as it represents an aftermarket part. Other than the stock kit parts, or being a so-called box stock model, the only thing I added was the tires. The front tires are my own cast, and I have shown them before. By the way, the paint on this model is automotive enamel. Has no clear whatsoever, it's just automotive enamel polished up. As I am not a big fan of using modern techniques to paint bodies of those cars, I try to keep myself using more or less the same materials and techniques that the car would have from the factory. And like I was saying, the only deviation from being box stock are the tires. But let's take a look on other details first. The engine. Well, the engine is box stock. Everything here you can find on the AMT kit. Is the 312 cubic inch Y-block V8 with the two 4-barrel Holley 4000 T-Pod carburetors and the dual quad original intake. There is a little custom decal for the washer bag, but well, that's about it. Everything else here under the hood is kit stock. Again, on the interior of the car, let's open the door. It's all kit stock. I used the black and white interior option because I thought it would be a great combo with the black outside color and with the white walls. The seat belts on the seats came with the kit, so they are not parts box items. Let's show the other side. Here on the other side, you can see a little gouge cluster under the dash that also comes with the kit. The kit also comes with a sun tack that I was going to install on the dash, but I forgot. I have to install it yet, and now I have to try to install it because it will be kind of a pain to install it without doing a mess on the paint of the dash. Well, I can always pretend one of those 4 gouges there is a tack. Even this decal here on the rear window, well, it comes with the kit. Only, like I told you guys, the tires didn't. All in all, the trickiest part was sanding the side trim off while still keeping the basic body lines of the car intact. And that's not exactly as easy as it appears, because this car has a very distinctive sharp edge here, going for a more smooth upper surface here near the headlights, and I had to keep that while sanding the trim. I also kept the front splash pan the correct argent color. And the underside of the car is what you would had from the factory. The only difference being the cheaters leaks on the back. I didn't even use traction bars. Maybe I add them, still not sure. But the underside is basically, yeah, it's basically factory stock. Front and rear suspensions are factory stock, nothing lowered here. People in the 50s didn't lower the cars as much as many people think. Roads were not exactly the best, and too low of a car would be more of a pain than something really practical for road use. So I kept the stock height, and with the rear tires it kind of gave me a higher on the back stance. The rear tires are the kit tires, but the white walls were not painted. They were actually installed here. They are inserts. If you can see here the Firestone logo, and if you rotate the tire, I think you guys can see there the Firestone name on the original AMT tire. And I did that using my Dremel tool. If you are interested, I'm going to show you guys how. Here we have the cheater slick that AMT adds to this kit. It has pad printed lettering, as I hope you can see. Let the camera focus. You have the Dragmaster, Racemaster Dragster, and this is the kit supplied tires. What I did was I installed this tire on a mock-up wheel that I installed on my Dremel tool, and using a hobby knife I cut this part of the tire off, leaving this groove. Then let me look for it. I installed one of those white wall inserts that I have made in resin on the groove, and voila, instant Firestone cheater slick. Quite easier than making the detail by just painting the tire. So that's how I did the white walls on the rear tires. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this other edition of Build Kit Review, and I'm going to add yet another 56 Ford to my collection. I'm still not 100% sure what will be my next build, but I really think it will be the excellent monogram 1940 Ford standard coupe. That is quite a nice kit, and I'll try to build it factory stock as accurately as I can. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate your feedback on the comment section, and I have another feedback for you guys. My little guy here, Kirk, is a lot better from his eye. I took him to the vet, and I'm using this medicine in his eye, and his eye is almost completely healed now. Almost completely healed. And I'm a happy grandfather to this boy. Guys, thanks a lot for watching, and bye bye.